What's up, everybody? It's your favorite imitation, favorite nerd today, and we're looking at the
Stellar Warrior Lashlayer.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the Nerd Crate. Thanks for my buddy Bobby Skullface for actually letting me go through with this. I asked him, he said it's okay, so much obliged, buddy. And you know how they say, better you steal something good instead of doing it bad yourself, right? So, like already said, Stellar Warrior Lashlayer, those names, by Unique Toys, their Blastoff. Is he any good? We're gonna find out. I like this bot, actually. I like him. I like him way better than Vortex. Like, this isn't even a competition, let me tell you. This is gonna be bad. I almost broke this guy over the weekend. So, Vortex is gonna be bad. This guy though, he's actually fun. He's actually quite fun. We're gonna get to that in a minute. But first, as always, packaging, which is short. We got this, which again looks different. Because first, we have this with these silver lines here and no gold around the window, and the logo was different. And then we had this. And at least the Stellar Warrior logo was similar, but the corners are different, and now we got this. And there's this retro stuff in the background. Super incoherent, absolutely incompetent. I hate it. The only good thing, it's stable and it keeps the bot safe. Everything else on the packaging looks, like I said at the first one, Brawl, Archimon, KOE, and I don't like it. Like, if you do a series, get some, I don't know, get some red line in there, something where you can orient yourself on. I mean, the color would have been something like the color for each bot, but then at least style them similar, you know? I could go on and on. Let's just go into accessories. So there we got it all, except for the instructions, and we're gonna get this out of the way shortly. Same stuff as before, same idea about the transformation, showing combined stuff below here, and this ball drop on the back, so there's that. Collector card, again, the way to do business. We got a protective sheet over it. His render, not even a comic art, so another ball dropped. The print on there is crooked, very bad. I don't use them, I don't care for them too much, so I hardly won't scratch off the point, but not being on there straight is like bad. Then we got his gun, and that's a bulky one. We get to that here in the combiner review because it's got a secondary purpose. But yeah, it's got nice paint application with gunmetal. Although there seems to be some metallic purple in there, it's not fully gunmetal. Looks good anyway, sculpt is fine, and you don't even need to open up his fist. You just cram it in, if you can, and if the hand stays like this, because it doesn't pack in anywhere. Put your finger below there, see that you can get the handle straight, and then you cram it in there, and then he holds it just fine. You can also put it kind of in his shuttle mode. I'm not doing it being in shuttle, but then finally got a combiner hand, and that's looking cool. That's looking very cool. I like it a lot. We got the visible ball joints here, but otherwise I think this is a very nice mechanic looking hand with red and darker gray and gunmetal paint applications here, and nice sculpt, and it's got very sturdy ball joints here. You can do a lot. You can do fist with it. and that's looking fine. We got ball joint at the base here with an additional base, with an additional joint on the secondary and tertiary. Thanks for that, Bobby, again. Joint, and also the same on the second finger, on the secondary fingers, on the rest of the finger, to call it like that. And yeah, I think it's a great hand. It's sturdy, it holds everything just fine, and it's looking like it could actually punch a hole in the wall. So yeah, more on that during the Combiner review. Then we got Blastoff himself, and he looks great, except we had light piping on the eyes. Yeah, you see that I painted them. Also the top of the head, it's not fully fitting, less fitting than on the others, but I'm okay with it. It's better than light piping. At least the back was closed, you know, at least the back was closed, so I think it looks better. Sculpt wise and paint wise, he looks good. I like him. It's not G1, not at the slightest, but he looks good. Head is fine, black on the crest here. Otherwise we got this dark sand khaki brown stuff with gray on the faceplate, purple on the shoulders and on the kind of collarbone area, let's call it like that. This is all poured here, looks good. Black on the inside, translucent parts in here, that's fine. Black in here too. It seems to be some line work in here, maybe. You see what I mean? Could be line work in here, right? Come on, zoom. There we go. I think so. And gunmetal in here. Looks nice. I like it. Black down here. I thought that was paint bleed, but it's not. Looks good. Black on the arms and the hands. Brown below here. Same brown as he. No, that's the brown from the space shuttle. Okay. With purple here. Joho Santoni dry brush on dry rub decal on here. The same bluish gray down below here. Black on the hip shield, which is one piece. Same velveteen covering on the thighs again. Looks good. Nothing else though. And the legs are a little bit more with life. We got black here, brown here, gray here, purple, gunmetal on the foot, translucent here on the wings. Backside looks like this. Additional cat here. Black on here, purple. So yeah, I think he looks good. I think he looks good. I like him. I like him. I think I even like him a lot. So yeah, that's him. Articulation wise, you have this. This doesn't pack in, but it's moving all the time. At least he has a good down, good up. Left, right is tight. Nothing on the attitude. At least this covers down, you know, this I like. You don't see the combiner port, this is cool. And it almost, when you have the back in here, it almost covers down completely till here, so that's fine. Adjustable shoulder plate. We have the arm packed into the side here, and that way he can come up till here, unplug it, and transformation wise you get it till here. So that's fine. You can adjust this how you will, so that's good. Single jointed elbow gives you the full run. We'll give it to him due to the form of this, so that's nice. Very weird sounding ratchets, but not that I think that it would break. They just sound weird. Hinge swivel on the wrist for this doesn't pack in, but we got an actual wrist swivel for the hand, which is tight on the mushroom pack. 3 fused fingers on the base pin, and the index finger is extra with the fused thumb. So there's that. This head. Then we got a waist swivel, a little bit problematic due to the back, but I think this gives you everything you need. So I think that's good. Yeah, one hip shield, that's weird. But the good thing is, even if you do him running, you can close this down and it gives you almost all you need. So that's fine. I think that's good. Otherwise, if you put it full to the front, you can get a full front, not the full. Oh, okay, no, it gets the full back. That's nice. That's good. and thigh swivel built around the universal, so that's fine. Also weird though, back is regular. Well, it's fully regular. First it sounded like it wasn't regular, that's fine. Friction knee on this side doesn't give you the full, except you take the wing out of the way, then you get 90 degrees. Other gets 90 degrees on its own then, of course, so that's fine. And we got, yeah, nothing on the knee. Some companies do that. Foot has a huge rocker, that's nice. And we got an ankle pivot due to transformation that can give you a little bit. And the mushroom pack below here can give you something too. The thing is, you need to move stuff out of the way for that. So you need to know if you use that, but otherwise I think articulation wise he's good. I think he's good. A little bit behind on everything. This guy is a little bit older, no ab crunch and stuff, but otherwise I think he works. He really does. Before we get to articulation examples and comparisons, some mere facts. He comes down to 327 grams, and height-wise, let's grab the caliper, to almost to the top of the shoulders we have 15.5 inches. So from here roughly to the head, yeah, we got 18 centimeters. So a good 8 to 9 inch? Yeah, I think so. So after the facts, some fun. First fun, he has a hard time standing on his own. That doesn't even really help that you can turn around the thrusters to have some kind of a heel spur, because then it works like this, but he still kind of, you know, wobbles, and when you put it like this, the feet always tend to come up. Also got some paint chipping here, I just see that. Not too good. Anyway, we can get it to run actually, although the feet aren't the actual best. Let's try it as always. Bring this leg forward, this to the front, this here. Head a little bit up, this a little bit out. No, I don't think it would be a too hard time to actually make it work, but in a diorama or something you can have some cool action poses, like if you would just turn around and face the enemies. So that would work quite well. I think that's cool. And on the other side, to be fair, running pose is good and all for a photo shoot, but for actual posing you would always need to balance him, otherwise he would topple over in a display, you know? So I think this is fair. But here we got the Combaticons so far. Super cool look, super cool look. There's one problem though. I now have the loose hand problem on my Onslaught. So there's an update for you. He still looks good, he still is cool, but this happened while rotating this panel in transformation. I don't know if I can get that pin pressed back in, but yeah. But for comparison, here you see the size, and I think the size is not too hard from Onslaught to the others. I think that fits very well, so very cool team indeed. So let's get this guy transformed. Flip the head to the back, open up the backpack, and make some space. Slide the arm down, get the hand out of the way, rotate it 180, rotate the arm at the bicep 180, close, yeah, try to close it. It's weird. I don't like how this arm operates. Rotate him 180, bring him up, and make sure this slides into position to look like this. Do the same thing on the other side and have the fist rotated like this, flip them forward, and you have something that looks remotely like this. Flip the plate down, grab the combiner port and bring it up, so you have the cavity here, to then flip out these plates and flip these plates out on themselves. Same on the other side. Bring the head down so that the head finally looks at his own back. Flip the nose cone out and bring all of this out. Flip these fins forward on both sides. Take the whole back and it is on a double hinge. Make sure these look forward and bring it all in. Finally, collapse the front fully. Peg it together as good as you can. Have the fist like this. You see here's the cavity. Bring it down, close it up, and bring these flaps down. Finally rotate the landing gear down, fold it down. For the next stuff is easier. Bring the landing gear out, rotate it 180. Same for the other side. Grab it, open up these panels, flip these panels down, ×2. Combiner wars the leg, bring it in so it fully closes off. Same on the other side. And before you bring it together, bring the foot out, rotate it 180 and bring it in again. Same on the other side. Flip the hip shield in, bring this all over. Bring the two halves of the leg together using this peg and port. Bring these panels down, rotate the thrusters up and 180 ×2. Finally bring the fin to the back, wings out, collapse the whole thing with these pegs here and make sure you have the side pieces out of the way for this peg. Side pieces on the wing. And we're done. And I think that's a great space shuttle. Looks really, really good. Very G1, other than the butt mode. Nevertheless, working this guy brings a few weaknesses out, but overall it works really, really well. We have nice black on the windshields here, on the tip, more here, brown all over. Braking color here is weird, I don't know why. Gray, black. Back looks nice. Very, very cool thruster-like stuff on the back here, thrusters itself, and then some vents here due to the feet. From below, some butt bits, but I think it looks fine. It doesn't close off fully, that's a bummer, but otherwise it works. The landing gear is weird. Doesn't hold, doesn't peg in, but if you peg it in and if you bring this down, it's nicely closed off. But make sure to have a spudger ready because getting this out is a little bit hard. With fingernails it works better. So yeah, I think that looks good. And since we had the butt modes already compared, here we got the alternate modes, and except for scale, I think this looks really, really good. I mean, these you can kind of excuse. I mean, this is still a small ass tank. Although this is now also a small ass shuttle, or this is a really, really, really huge truck, but mass shifting, right? So let's just take in how good this looks and let's wait for Vortex. So off to combiner mode. Bring the wings in, grab the whole piece and pull it out. Bring the flaps or the thrusters down, split the whole back, bring in the hand, and you have two tabs here on the long side and two on the short. We're gonna use the short ones. And this or those you peg in here on the lower pegs and just press this together. Rotate the fins up. Bring this panel down now. Maybe put it behind the shield. It's not really depicted anywhere. Finally, we're gonna open up the front again, which is a bummer. Bring out this. You don't need to do it fully, only so that you can grab the combiner port and bring it down. Blastoff head back in there. Bring this all together again. And then back. And here we got one huge arm with a waist swivel. All the details come through nicely. So that's looking cool. We got a lower arm swivel and we got a waist swivel. But the cool thing is this also has a bicep swivel. This was not really shown anywhere. Also, a thing that I just did wrong during the transformation. When you want to do that and it works better, be better than me, flip these in, bring them out and have it like this, so this is actually free. Otherwise, if you have them like this, you have this, and if you want to activate the bicep swivel, you need to grab here, and then you have a ratcheted bicep swivel, and this doesn't seem like much. But if you pull out all of this, bring this forward and this down, you have a huge bicep swivel. So you can have a really nice cross motion over the chest, which is fine. You then need to bring everything back like this, but you can close it down and have it look a little bit more modular. I don't mind that personally, but that's me. If you don't like it and you say this is not really a bicep swivel, it needs to work on its own, then this is not for you. But that you can work with stuff like this and make it work and have it look like this or have it more straight down. I think these alternatives are nice and I like it, and this is a great arm. But while we still got this guy, there's still one thing we can do. We can make an alternate configuration. We can take off the wings, one after the other. And this is where this guy comes in, because we can actually detach his nose cone, which is a hard job. So do whatever you can, because the tolerance on this is very, 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 very tight. And mind the many varies that I just said. It is hard. I'm gonna put this on time lapse and you see what I mean. This actually went a lot quicker because I knew what I was doing. Before I tried and tried and tried, and I just kind of peeled away at it. So you need to wiggle those 3 attachment points free any way you can. 1, 2, 3. One is wrapped around in this and the other guys are in here and in here. And like I said, do whatever you can because they are slid in here and it's very tight. So loosen the one side, loosen the other side, loosen the front, and the same again until you can actually have it. Once you have it, you can get these parts and you can clip them in on these wing parts and have an alternate chest for Bruticus. There's a little bit missing, which are parts from Vortex. We will look at that when we get to the combiner review, because there is a little bit more involved. But this is the alternate chest, and now it's not bare bones. We can still collapse him the way he was before and close down his front. And then you got a little bit more stylized Cybertronian space shuttle front. So it's a little bit gapey back here because, you know, material strength, but otherwise you got a more Cybertronian looking arm mode, and yeah, I think that option is fine too. So that's now it. That's now actually it of that guy. So there he was. Unique Toys M04 Lashlayer, aka Blastoff. Is he good? Yeah, I would say he's good. I would say he's good. Like, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. We're just gonna go down the line, all right? So the packaging, like I said, it's dumb. It's really dumb. I hate how this looks. I hate that they mix up the styles. The only thing good is that the material is good. The clamshell in there is good. It's safe and it's sturdy cardboard. So you have something in your hand, you know? I like that. The appearance of course then gets dragged down. This guy has a cool appearance, but the appearance to me is the full package, and together with this is not up to the standard of this guy. So, accessories, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. There's nothing that doesn't make any sense. Again, ball drop to me. They're doing all the effort of making an actual artwork, although when I check it out now, when I actually see that now, is that even an artwork now, or is that only a render? That only seems to be a render, so they didn't even bother. Well, still they could have done a poster from the background of the instructions. They didn't. Ball dropped. Materials feel good. Can't say anything else. I don't think anything will break on this guy. I don't have any stress marks on this, so that's good. Paint applications, articulation, and all the sorts is like all a little bit meh. Like the paint applications are good where they are applied. I have no paint bleed, but it's not that much, and the colors are muted. I like how he looks, but if people say, I don't know, man, doesn't he need to be a little bit more, you know, like kind of pop to the eye? He doesn't do that. So I get that. The articulation is fine. Different era from where he came, with the ab crunch missing and everything, and also the one-piece hip skirt. Yeah, otherwise it's okay. Otherwise it's okay. The engineering is on this guy is still fun. This is arm number 1, and this is fun. Vortex is not. Like not one bit. Robot mode is dope, but let's get to this now. The robot mode is cool, but we had Swindle, we had Brawl, and they were straight up G1. Then we had Onslaught. He was G1-ish, with some stylizations to it. And now we got this guy, and this is not G1 Blastoff, at least not the bot mode. The alternate mode, dope too. Let's cross this off. Very good alternate mode. That one is G1 though, but the bot, And here's where I'm gonna go down a little bit of a tinfoil hat route. I'm not gonna put on the actual tinfoil hat, but I'm gonna go down that route. I think Unique Toys said in between, fuck, Zeta Toys is doing a G1 Bruticus. Can we maybe do this set as an IDW one? It's far-fetched. I know that. Maybe you guys don't agree with me. This is my theory. Because why else would they take 3 bots at first, make them G1, Onslaught like I said, ish, and then have this stylized, and Vortex the same. This doesn't make sense. At least not if you don't explain it the way that they said, okay, with G1 Zeta coming, we don't have any chance. Why not do an IDW one? That would be the only explanation for me, pretty much. I can't say anything. I would love to hear what you think. Please put it down in the comments. I want to hear that. All right? Playability is cool, like transforming back and forth, and then also fiddling with the combiner port and extending that and seeing, okay, oh, he has a bi-swap swivel. So finding that out is fun. Collapsing it back, you need to align it, and then you put it back easy. So yeah, there's that. And the price, I think for the engineering and everything, I think the price is fair. It could have been a little bit easier, but you got options with the wings and with the secondary hull like here, but we're gonna get you in the combiner review. All right, so there's him, and yeah, let's see if the Catscore is again is gonna be underwhelming. Aww. You like that guy? Looks like it. Come on. Yeah? purring hard. I think that's for him. Okay, this one she likes. Can be the colors. You know, cats are colorblind. You never know. It's not that I'm not happy that she likes him, you know, but it's just something that I wouldn't have thought. Let's see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, and you like this channel, please keep your eyes peeled to Facebook and Instagram. There's something big coming. I already posted a little bit of a tease. There wasn't much to it, but there's something happening. So I hope you check it out when it happens. And otherwise, I hope you stay healthy and stay good during these challenging times. And I will see you guys soon, all right? Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Be good, be well. Boss is coming through. See you soon, guys. Bye.